So I see this in the New York Post. New York women are charging men up to $3,000 for failed relationships and bad dates. I'm like, come on. And you see D-bag tax, $2,500, no joke. So you read it and you get into the stories. And this girl, Duke, Martha Duke, 38 years old, by the way, says, no joke, she sent around 6 Venmo requests ranging from $1,500 to $3,000, depending upon the guy's financial situation. She assessed the situation over the years to different men she's dated. She listed infidelity, secret marriages, and hiding having multiple sexual partners from her as some of the reasons for the change. So she decided that this guy had done her wrong, done her dirty, and she sent him a Venmo. And guys, you ready? The guys are paying it. The guys are all paying it. I'm not saying it's right to cheat. I'm not saying it's right to hide your marriage. I'm not saying any of these things are right. I'm not condoning them. But somebody sends you this tax and you're like, oh, okay, I guess I got to pay $3,000. What are you buying, some silence, or what's going on here? What's going on? So, and then it goes on. She says that the Venmo requests have been cathartic, and she submitted them to men who offended her in various ways. Another one, Hazel Everett, 34, agreed, saying she sent a Venmo request to a man she'd been seeing for several months after he stopped communicating with her and sent her another woman's nude photos. Not a good idea, guys. Just saying. I just went on Venmo and I requested $100, and for the highlight I wrote, for wasting my time. Although initially surprised, her former partner paid the money, stating her reasoning behind the charge being the significant time and effort into their relationship. So the guys are paying. So people have lost their minds. Whatever happened to, call me old-fashioned, whatever happened to, you date somebody, they do you wrong, you leave them and you move on. Am I too old school for this game, Allie? I mean, I don't understand. Should I have been sending Venmo requests for $1,500 and up to guys that did me dirty over the years?
No, it's way too much entitlement. No, and that's why you're married. That's probably why I'm married too. That doesn't make any sense, because what I saw was 2 dusty broads who can't get on a good date. This woman's been dating for 38 years. She hasn't figured out she's the problem. She's like, let me just send them a text. The other chick's 34. Like 2 dusty women that are just gonna die alone, invest in Chewy. Shout out to Fresh and Fit. No, oh my gosh, it's horrible. And you're gonna make a man pay because you had a bad time on a date with him. What if men came out? Matter of fact, men, if you're watching, do me a favor, send a Venmo to the last bad date that you went on with a woman. I'm sure they would come out in droves if they just had the confidence. But I think it's really sad and pathetic too. And I do believe that these men are basically simping because they're paying for a chance and the hope of the cookie again, if they even got access to it. Doesn't make any sense to me. And women that play men financially in that way, you're not playing men that are worth anything, they're substantial, worthwhile, just good quality men. Because a good quality man he would laugh at you. He'd be insulted by it. He would block you. So you're not getting over on good quality men. You're getting over on betas. And if you take pride in gaming a beta, fine. Like, why don't you try gaming an alpha? That might be more fun and more interesting. That would require that women have game, though. So I don't know.
The women would never pay this, though. You said if it was reversed. Women would never pay it. They'd be like, I'm not going to pay that.
They would be so insulted, and they would send screenshots all over their Instagram. That's why I think men should do it. Like, y'all really should Venmo these women that you have bad dates with, just to see the outrage. It'd be great.
Oh man, only in New York City, Tyler, these things can you imagine? Can you imagine going on a bad date with somebody, or something goes on and you all of a sudden something pops in your phone and it's like $200 because you didn't behave a certain way? I mean, can you even imagine? They got gonads, these women. Gonads. I'm just saying. My God.
I'm looking at this girl, Martha Duke, and I'm thinking she must have a wonderful personality. Who in their right mind would? Well,
that's like that look.
$500.
No, that's that like hippie. She probably lives in like
crazy theater girl.
5 cats.
She lives in Brooklyn. She lives in
right.
5 cats. If you want to watch the full episode, you're going to click right here. And if you want to ask me a question one-on-one, you want to do a one-on-one FaceTime with a group of your friends, whatever you want, you need to download Connect right now. Click right here and let's get talking.